In order to produce a product that works across different platforms, you have to fulfill the requirements of what we call the Bible. These are important production processes that will help you shape an open-ended project that can reach wider audiences across different platforms. Some of these elements may be familiar to you because they are applied also to traditional productions. So, for example, you need a tagline, which is a single line hook that teases the reader about what service you will be achieving. Then there is a little bit of a backstory and context that needs to be created. That's normally a page long, in which you describe the environment in which your service exists. So, for example, for your project, whether or not it's a film or an app or an experience, you will need to discuss the landscapes and the markets and the technology trends that already exist. Normally, this would be around a page long, no more. And then, like you would with normal sort of traditional distribution routes, you would need a synopsis where you outline the actual project or service that you are proposing, describing how the elements of the story unfold over time. They may be chronological or non-chronological. But in here, you also define the story environment in a self-contained manner. This is longer than the backstory, so you would need to produce a couple of pages of this. Plot points and characters' descriptions are also needed, as well as scripts and scenarios that you propose. But let's get to the nitty-gritty of cross-platform production. It's important that you discuss what you mean by multi-platform form. In other words, is this a web episode, audio or video content delivered as a fictional or social series? Is it a podcast, a vodcast, or maybe a series of episodes? Community Hub, it's a service dedicated to growing and managing a community of interest around a particular project or property. So you need to think about that. Or if you are interested in games, you could discuss whether or not this is a single player or a multiplayer game. There's also physical installation. So if projects are focused around a fixed physical interactive build, such as a kiosk, an interactive kiosk, or even a sound installation, this is normally event-driven. So in times of COVID, you might need to think about projecting this on a website or an online platform that is not a physical festival. Multi-platforms also refer to social TV and social film, which is a hybrid project combining social media with linear video elements. Location-based service, where you run services or gameplay in a defined large area. And social media storytelling, where you use existing social network channels to deliver factual narrative and fictional stories. You also have 3D worlds with games, of course, which are goal-driven. And these worlds can also be social virtual worlds that lead to one-way websites as well, where you have a brochure and it's part of your fictional narrative.